Yo, what's up, you guys? How are you? Just fans, listen, we're going to get into a topic. I will try to keep this under 10 minutes. So, thank you guys for watching, and let's just jump right into it. Today's topic, we're talking all about our ego. Now, of course, we've all heard, oh, you better check that ego. You're not that high. You're not that hot, whatever. And ego is something of, it's a very selfish topic. Let me just dive in real quick. I did have momentarily for 1 second here. Okay, so I'll give you the definition of ego. It's very simple: a person's sense of self-esteem and or self-importance. Other words that describe your ego is self-esteem. I think I just said that. But self-worth, self-respect, self-image. I just sum it up with being selfish, okay? And being selfish isn't that bad. Read in the Bible because the Bible will tell you you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Obviously, you got a little bit of selfishness going on in that. But today, what we're going to talk about is the ego slash the Hawkins scale. I will tell you to go and look at the Hawkins scale because a lot of times when but whenever I'm talking about these kind of topics about looking inward, I always reflect and refer to the Hawkins scale. What I will say, in the last couple of weeks, I've gone through some ups and downs. I've been trying really, really hard to keep on a level that when I'm waking up in the morning, I'm reflecting into my thoughts. I'm waking up feeling happy. I'm not burdened by anybody else's problems or conflicts, whatever it may be. Very self aware whenever I'm waking up, looking into my thoughts and making sure that when I'm getting ready for my day, my thoughts are at a place of acceptance and reason and love and joy and peace and ultimately enlightenment. I want to walk the world loving everybody. I want to walk the world thinking that we are full of good people. So that's where that enlightenment is. Nothing is too hard to face, nothing is too hard to get over and conquer. So, with your ego, I will say most often you're not affected by your ego. I mean, I'm not. I don't know about you guys. You let me know. Maybe you let me know after the video, after I describe a little bit of ego. Ego is something that's not exactly set in stone with the Hawkins scale, but I can tell you that ego usually derives from shame, guilt, empathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, these kind of things. You're most affected by your ego when your energy levels allow you to get to that low of a level. Most often, I'm sitting at the Hawkins scale reads everything from shame being at 20 to enlightenment being at 700 to 1,000. Okay, and I normally am sitting at willingness. I'm willing to listen to anybody as far as their experiences in life and their teachings. I always get to learn from people. That's one thing I will say is I'm accepted to learning from other people. I love to learn, you guys. But sometimes your ego will really get you down really, really fast. Something that someone important to me always used to say with, in terms of lower energies, things like anger and grief and guilt and shame, give it 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes and then boom, it's gone. I'm not going to allow my energy to sit so low that now I'm affected by it. But I did recently allow it for about 5 minutes. Well, about 13 minutes, as long as this video. I'm not feeling that way now. I let it go. I'm over everything. But I just wanted to give you guys a little insight because every day I want to have something that I've learned, something that I can take away. Because, of course, I am willing to listen and to accept things for what they are, get it over, and then be done with my day and move on. Get back up to that love and that joy and that peace within. And it's very easy to do, although it's consistent. You have to be consistent every single day. Um, don't let the small stuff get you down. That's the other thing is when you don't have control of something, you got to just accept it for what it is and then let it go. So with your ego, a lot of times when something affects you, whenever something has happened and you don't like it, or you feel like it's triggered your self-worth or your self-esteem, and you're going to go into a place of it's all about me, even though a lot of times it doesn't have anything to do with you. And then all of a sudden you're walking around with this feeling of desire. Now I desire what someone else has or something, or I'm angry, or I have grief. I feel sad. I feel ashamed of myself. No, no. Something happens like that, you got to hold your head high, shoulders back, and walk the world like you want it. Like I've always said to you guys, this isn't something that I get to do every single day, every single time there's a problem. I'm not always raising my head. I'm not always stepping away, taking a couple of deep breaths, realizing that this day will end and the next day will come, and I'm still here and I'm still thankful and I still want to love and I still want to have joy in my life. I still want to have peace. I still want to learn to love everyone else, embrace when things happen for other people, when people get the new job, or whenever people have something exciting happening for them in their life. You know, it's not always about you. It's not always about me. Sometimes you have to just be that person to give that person a hug and say, congratulations, you know? And I got to experience that throughout the last couple of weeks. Yes, I have had some anger. Yes, I have had some shame because I'm looking within and I'm thinking, I'm not good enough. It's all about me, right? But it's not always all about each of us. A lot of times it doesn't have to do with us. It has to do with other people that our ego ends up getting hurt or affected. And then we're living life and we're trying to love and we're trying to have reason and acceptance and willingness and peace. And that's hard enough to do. That's hard enough to do. Just live that way. That's a very high energy. That's a very positive energy. And of course, it's very easy to go negative. It's always easier to just say, you know what? No, I'm mad. No, I'm angry. No. Now all of a sudden I feel like a piece of, crap. No. Get over that. And I'm not saying don't live in that. Live in that for about 5 minutes, but let's get over that. You guys all need to come back up. We all need to be there for each other with acceptance and willingness and love and joy. And I know you guys think probably, oh, Justin, here you are talking out of your butt. You know, I know you personally, and I know you to be that person who's sensitive about your ego, who can't take criticism. And that's true. That is very true. It's not to say that, my ego is so sensitive that I can't get over things. Trust me, I've gotten over a lot of things, okay? My self-worth and my self-development. I am so proud of myself. People can knock me down every day. I've already lived that life. I've already been there. Now, look at me now. That's what I'd say. I would say, well, don't look at me now, but I'm proud of myself. And I want love in my life, and I want joy and peace, enlightenment. I want to walk this world that everybody's actually a lot more attentive and helpful to everyone else than we think. You know, we are all human beings. We're the smartest thing that's ever walked this earth. We should be there for each other. We all should be at that high, peaceful, loving energy. It takes some work. I suggest looking at the Hawkins scale. I suggest looking inside of your soul, inside of your heart, inside of your mind. Every day when you're waking up, just let thoughts come in. Kind of analyze your thoughts. Why am I thinking this? Why do I feel this way? What can I do to get over it? What am I going to do? Go home and get drunk again? Am I going to smoke some weed again? Am I going to worry about everybody else's problems so I don't have to worry about my own? No. Look at yourself in the mirror if you have to. Ask yourself what's wrong. Why do you feel this way? Write it down. Inform yourself about your feelings. No one's going to change your feelings but you. So again, I started this with an ego, the Hawkins scale. I also just want to go into enlightenment a little bit. Enlightenment has a lot to do with like spirituality. We can reference Buddha. Now, Buddha will sit there and he'll just sit there and be at peace, love, happiness, joy, enlightenment, okay? I would love to have that every single day of my life. But you got to fight for that, and not fight for that, but you got to find that within yourself. And it's okay to have those ups and downs, just like I'm sharing with you guys, as I've had some ups and downs in the last couple of weeks. But I'm going to get back up, just like I did today. I'm going to walk this world like I own it. And that's all we can do. All right, you guys. I think I said enough. But one more time, just to wrap everything up, when you can realize that you're being selfish and that you're allowing someone else's something, whether it's indirectly about you or if it has nothing to do with you, you need to check yourself. And you say, okay, wait a second. Let me embrace this. Let me find joy in this. Let me excuse myself from myself and being selfish and say, congratulations, and I'm happy for you. And can I do anything to help you? Or I'll be your best sidekick. I'll be there. I love you. Or I'm sorry, Show your emotions. Express yourself. Learn to love each other. We are all only here once. You leave this world coming in at a low energy. You don't know any better. You're probably sitting there at neutrality, which is 250. But you want to gain to willingness and acceptance and reason and love and joy and peace and enlightenment. And that's what happens as you get older and you start to learn to love yourself and learn others. And by the time you're ready to pass, you came into this world at a lower level of energy than you're going out. So whenever you do pass and your body goes into the ground or however it goes, your energy leaves into this world, this mass universe of world, with a higher energy than you came out to begin with. You were born into this life with a low energy. You're going to leave here with a higher energy. I love you guys. Thank you, Just Fans, for watching. And until next time, you keep that head up, shoulders back, and walk the world like you own it. Until next time, peace, guys. Bye.